The 7 Levels of Leonardo DiCaprio. Level 1, Titanic Heartthrob. This is where it started. 1997, Titanic drops and Leo becomes the biggest heartthrob on the planet overnight. Girls had posters of him covering entire bedroom walls. Teen magazines with his face sold out in hours. The haircut became a cultural movement. That smile launched 1,000 screams. The I'm flying scene had girls losing their minds in theaters. Bro was 22 years old and couldn't walk down a street without causing a riot. Restaurants became war zones. Airports turned into stampedes. The fame was suffocating. But here's the thing. At this level, Leo was still innocent. Still the humble kid who seemed genuinely overwhelmed. Doing interviews like, I just want to act, this is too much. Seemed uncomfortable being reduced to a pretty face. Wanted respect as an artist, not just a heartthrob. And honestly, that was the last time we'd see humble Leo. This is level 1 because it's the origin story. The moment before the monster was created. Before the algorithm in his brain started running. Before he realized what being Leonardo DiCaprio actually meant. Alright, before we continue, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, the next levels get wild. Level 2, The Ultimate Actor. After Titanic, Leo could have done rom-coms forever. Easy money, cruise control career. But bro said, nah, I'm different, and went full method acting psycho. The roles he picked were insane. Gangs of New York, The Aviator, Blood Diamond, The Departed, all the heaviest hitters. Working exclusively with Scorsese like they are married. And he wasn't just showing up. He was becoming these people. Learning accents so good linguists couldn't place them. Gaining and losing weight like his body's a rental car. In The Revenant, he slept inside a dead animal. Ate raw bison liver on camera, got hypothermia, and kept filming. That's not dedication. That's mental illness with a SAG card. But it worked. He became one of the greatest actors alive. Every single movie, flawless performance. Even his worst movies have Oscar-worthy Leo. The man has range that shouldn't be possible. He can play anyone, any era, any accent. Makes it look easy when it's not. This level is important because you gotta respect the craft. Whatever else happens, Leo can act. The one thing he commits to permanently, the work. Everything else, temporary. Level 3, Adventure Junkie. Leo discovered he's rich enough to treat life like a video game on easy mode. Now he's constantly doing some National Geographic shit. Scuba diving with great whites, climbing mountains in places that don't have rescue helicopters, trekking through jungles that still have uncontacted tribes. This isn't tourist stuff, this is I might actually die activities done for fun. His plane engine exploded mid-flight once. Just casually drops that in an interview like it's a fun fact. Got death stranded on an ocean during a dive. Had to swim to shore. Normal people have a 1 near-death experience and change their whole life. Leo collects them like Pokemon cards, and he's never home. Ever. Always on a yacht somewhere tropical, always at some private island, always in motion. Can't sit still, can't be boring, needs constant stimulation like he's afraid of what happens if he stops moving. At 50 years old, still living like he's on spring break forever. This pattern is still relatively harmless, just a rich guy having adventures, but it's showing a pattern. Leo doesn't do normal, can't do normal, refuses to do normal. Level 4, Under 25 Hunter. Now we arrive at the data, the charts, the graphs, the mathematical proof that Leo has a type, and that type is younger than a quarter century. Giselle, dumped her at 25, Bar Raffaelli, 25, Blake Lively, 25. The list goes on. His current girlfriend just turned 26 and Vegas has odds when they'll break up. Bro treats 25 like an expiration date stamped by the manufacturer. There are literal spreadsheets documenting this. His age goes up, their age stays the same. It's not a conspiracy theory when the evidence is this obvious. He's 50 years old dating women who weren't alive when Titanic premiered. That math is criminal, and everyone knows it's not a secret. It's just accepted as, that's Leo. These women know they have a shelf life. They sign up anyway because it's Leonardo DiCaprio. They get the yacht parties, the travel, the lifestyle. Then, at 25, like Cinderella at midnight, poof, gone. Replaced with a 23-year-old. The psychological deep dive on why he can't date women his age would require multiple PhDs. Something broke in this man's brain and froze his attraction at a very specific age bracket. That's not preference anymore, that's pathology with a yacht. Level 5, Pussy Posse Leader. Let's talk about the crew, the Pussy Posse. That's what they actually call themselves, not the Cool Guys Club, not the bros, the Pussy Posse. Leo, Tobey Maguire, Kevin Connolly, David Blaine, and whoever else could keep up, rolling into clubs like an invasion force, renting entire venues, models everywhere, bottles everywhere, living like they invented partying. The stories from this era could fill books. And Leo, the undisputed leader, the most famous, the most wanted, the final boss of 90s Hollywood hedonism. Most people have a phase like this in their 20s and grow out of it. Maybe some wild stories for the grandkids, but Leo, bro never left. The Pussy Posse might be disbanded, but the energy never stopped. He just got better at keeping it off cameras, hired better PR, found more private yachts. The lifestyle never changed, just went underground. At 50, he's still living like he's 25, still hitting the same clubs, still with the same crew mentality, still acting like the night will never end. Leo just got more expensive. Level 6, Climate Preacher. Leo found climate change and decided to make it his entire brand. He gives speeches at the UN, produces documentaries, attends every climate summit, positions himself as Earth's celebrity defender. And look, climate change is real. It matters, but bro, you fly private jets like most people take Ubers. Own multiple mansions that use more electricity than small towns. Take helicopters to avoid traffic. Own a yacht that probably burns more fuel per day than my car does in a year. The math ain't mathin'. He'll give a passionate 20-minute speech about reducing emissions and then hop on his private jet to Vegas for a party. The audacity is Olympic level. He lectures regular people about their carbon footprint while his own footprint is visible from space. And when confronted, my activism offsets it. That's not how it works, Leo. You can't pollute it like a small country and then say a documentary fixed it. It's not math, that's delusion with a TED Talk. The hypocrisy is so blatant, it's almost impressive. Almost. Level 7, Permanent Bachelor. Final form unlocked. Leo is 50 years old, never married, never engaged, never even close. And it's crystal clear it's never happening. The man has dated literal supermodels, actresses, successful women who are perfect by every measure. Any of them could have been the one, but there is no one in Leo's universe. There's just a rotating cast that ages out on schedule. He's perfectly content with this, actually thrives in it. No commitment, no pressure, no one aging with him. No partner who remembers him before the fame. Just an endless loop of youth and surface level connections that expire before they get deep. Some people call this living the dream. Others see it as the saddest thing ever. Because at some point, don't you want something real? Someone who's actually there? Who knows the real you? But Leo seems genuinely happy with eternal bachelorhood. The guy who never grows up, never settles, never commits to anything except movies. He's mastered every role except functioning adult in a long-term relationship. That's the one character he can't play. The one transformation he can't pull off. And at this point, he's not even trying. He's accepted it. We've accepted it. This is just who Leo is forever. The greatest actor of his generation who can become anyone except someone who can commit to another human being. That's not character development, that's character frozen in time with expensive hobbies. So there it is, 7 levels of Leonardo DiCaprio. From teenage heartthrob to 50-year-old with a dating algorithm that would make programmers uncomfortable. Respect the actor, question literally everything else. Drop a like, subscribe, and let's discuss this disaster. Peace.